There was once a man who spent his life chasing light. He believed happiness was a place, and if he ran fast enough, he'd find it. He chased new jobs, new cities, new people. Each time he thought, this will be it. But each time, the feeling faded, and he ran again. One day, exhausted and breathless, he came across an old woman sitting under a tree. She wasn't smiling, she wasn't laughing, but there was something in her stillness that felt complete. He asked, "Are you happy?" She looked up and said, "I'm not chasing anything. I'm just here." The man sat beside her, confused. "No dreams? No goals? No excitement?" he asked. She shook her head. "Peace doesn't come from movement. It comes from presence." He looked down at his worn shoes. "But if I stop chasing happiness, how will I ever find it?" She smiled softly. "Happiness isn't a destination. It's the silence that appears when you stop running." The wind moved through the branches. No rush, no noise, just rhythm. And for the first time in years, the man didn't feel behind. He felt still. They sat together as the sun dipped low. He felt the urge to check his phone, to plan, to move. But he didn't. Instead, he asked, "If I stop chasing happiness, what do I build instead?" The old woman replied, "You build stillness. And in that stillness, happiness finds you." She didn't fully understand, but he could feel something shifting. Not outside, but inside. For once, he wasn't chasing a better moment. He was in this one. If this story quiets something in you, subscribe and tap the bell. Because stillness isn't found, it's created. The next day, the man walked with the old woman through a quiet valley. He asked, "How do you stay so calm, even when life is difficult?" She paused, touching a stone wall. "Because I don't confuse noise with meaning. The world is loud, but my peace lives where I don't follow the noise." They sat by a stream. The water didn't rush to be anywhere, it simply flowed, steady, present, full. She turned to him and said, "You think peace is passive, but stillness takes strength to resist the pull of everywhere else and stay here." Later, they watched as a group of travelers passed by, laughing, rushing, checking maps. One of them asked, "Aren't you two going anywhere?" The man almost stood to follow, but instead, he looked at the woman. She simply smiled and said, "We already are." He didn't fully get it, but he felt it. The world was chasing more. But in this moment, he wasn't chasing anything. And still, he felt full. It was strange. He had done nothing all day, and yet, something inside him had moved farther than ever. Before leaving, the man turned to the woman and asked, "So I should stop wanting happiness?" She shook her head. "No, but stop chasing it like it's far away. Start creating space for it to sit beside you." He nodded slowly. He didn't need fireworks, he didn't need a finish line, he just needed room inside himself for stillness to breathe. And from that day forward, he still walked, but not to escape, not to arrive, just to be. Because happiness, he had learned, isn't something you chase. It's something that comes when you finally slow down enough to feel it.